right? You guys can able to access the recordings or not?
Yes, we can
Yes.
access.
Yes, we can access. Sorry, I can access.
Okay, so yes, no, let's let's talk about the continuation of the yesterday class. I think in yesterday class we had a discussion on string data type and tuple data type, right? Today we'll try to be cover the list data type. Okay. We just launched the Jupyter Notebook. Go to your specific location. Okay, so let's duplicate this one. So why I'm duplicating this one? Python and the list almost the same. Okay, so that I'm duplicating this one, I can modify the code so you will understand. And Sri, Rishi and Kunal, have you gone through that previous recordings? So if you're facing any kind of issues by the time of accessing or else by the time of learning, you can message or we can mail me, then I can respond your calls. Okay.
Right. If I want to reach out to you, so what's the source? Like an email through, or because I don't have your contact number.
Yes,
Even me, even for me also. The same.
sure, I can provide you that okay, my number in the end of the class. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
please. It would be a great help. So in case instead of this time we have any questions, we can ask you.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about the next data type, which is the list data type. List and tuple almost same. So let's go for understand the list now. List means empty square brackets. So when you're holding the data inside of the square brackets, that we are calling it's a list data type. Okay. Maybe we can try to be hold the multiple data elements if the same type of data, even that also it could be the list data type. As of now, previous tuple and the list is same, right? In the meanwhile, we can try to be go for hold the different type of elements inside of the list. It won't give you any kind of error. Meanwhile, we can try to be hold the sequential data elements as elements of the list, even though which is not giving any kind of error. It could be the list data type only. So as of now, the list and tuple is same. Now I would, so previous thing, variable we are trying to be hold as element of the list, that is possible, and which is not possible, I'm just remove it. Okay. And we are holding the some kind of data elements inside of the square brackets. Even this also could be the same. Now when I have some kind of elements in the list that I want to be access it with help of the list indexing, it can be possible. Okay, previously with help of the tuple indexing we're accessing the element by element, right? In the same way we would like to go for accessing the element by element with help of the list indexing. So as of now it is same, no difference at all. So meanwhile we can try to be go for accessing the list elements in a reverse order. So even this also could be the same only. Okay. And list slicing also could be the same. So here we can mention the start index and stop index. If I given here 2:6, which means that 2:6 in the sense 225, what are the elements we have it as a list format, we can access it. If I'm not mentioning the start, by default it could be the 0. If I'm not mentioning the stop, by default it can accessing till last element, but the resultant data is as a list only instead of the tuple format. Okay, you'll be getting the square brackets over here. So how we look, tuple dicing, it is possible list dicing as well. Here also start, stop and step we have it. Start could be the 0 and stop could be the last one, and by default elements could be the last one. Okay, and step by default it's a 1 actually. Okay, so here we can, whatever the result we are getting for the tuple, same thing we will be getting for the list as well. Okay, but the difference between the list and tuple as of now is the only one thing: list is mutable data type. Mutable data type in the sense you can able to modify the existing data. This is the small difference between the list and tuple here. Okay, so list I have the 3 elements are there. I just want to replace this 20 by 100, which is possible. Clear? So that is, we are calling it a list mutable. Now when we have a 2 list, then we can compare or we can concatenate it. Okay, when I'm using the plus operator, then both list will be getting the, okay, so from these elements we are going to be getting the new list actually. Okay, so meanwhile I have a list, I want to be multiply with some scalar number, then this time it can be repeated that many times actually. So even this also could be the same, right? Meanwhile we can able to compare the, two lists. So if the elements are same, of all elements are same or different, that we can compare with help of the some kind of relation operators. For that one we can have some kind of special methods are there. Those methods it can be invoked. I just want to look at what kind of functions we have it inside of the list. So in case of tuple we have only 2 manipulation methods are there, count and index. We don't have any other methods are there. Okay, now but you know what, here the list which is having some kind of manipulation methods are there. Okay, we have count and index. Not only this thing, we have append, clear, copy, counting, extend, index. These are the methods which is having it, so we can try to be understood now. For example, I have one particular element, it may be repeated the some number of times. Okay, so I want to find out the, so 100 is repeated 0 times, so that it was returns the 0. For example, 12 I mention here. If I mention the 12 is repeated 3 times, right? So that we are getting the 3 is the result. Okay, so here if I want to find the index of any one particular element, then we can use the index method. Okay, so as of now we have only one difference, right? List and tuple. Tuple cannot be mutable and the list can be mutable. That is the only difference. Any questions? Still know what I explained for you?
We are good, thank you. And one more thing, if you want to multiply each number with 4 or each number with some other number, is that possible to do this?
Yeah, in list which is not possible, but in advanced data structures like numpy, okay, arrays, matrices, there it is possible, but Python is not supporting that kind of operation. But numpy, arrays, matrices, which is possible. Okay, I understood. For example, when you want to multiply one scalar number
Yeah,
with,
for example, 12 with 12, 90, 23, we
that's
want
what
to multiply each
I
number with
understood your
4.
question. I understood your
Thank you.
question.
Mhm.
For example, we have some kind of lists is there. For example, 5 and 6 and 7. If I have some scalar number, if I multiply this 5 and 5, you will be getting the
Yeah,
25. Okay,
yes.
so same thing, I want to multiply with 5 and 6, you will be getting the 30, right?
Yeah, 25, 30,
Then 5 I
35
want to
out.
multiply with 7, then you have to get the 35 is the result. So I want to get this kind of result, which is not we don't have any direct function is there. There we should use the loops concepts again. Okay, even small operations also you have to be use loops concepts. That is a drawback of the Python. So that the advanced concepts like NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn, different other packages, it can help you, okay, to do these things.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for the
Okay.
explanation.
Yes. Yeah, now let's see what are the methods which is displayed here. Let's try to be understood one by one. Okay, So here I have one particular list is there. So this is my A is my list, which we have some kind of elements are there. I just want to be print this A. Okay, now what I want to do actually, I would like to append the 100. Okay, when I append the 100, then my A is my 100 is appending to at end of my list. Okay, meanwhile I want to be performing the I want to add the one more element, not only 100, I want to be add the 30, but by default it will be go for adding at end of your existing list. Clear? Initially we have only these elements, you added 100, so 100 will be adding at end of your list. Okay, now again you added 30, so after the 100 we are going to be adding the 30 actually. So this is the way append method will help you. Clear? Clear or not? Yes, fine.
Yes.
For example, we have a list which we have some kind of elements. I want to remove all elements in one shot. Then we can have a method, clear method. When I'm using the clear method, it will remove the all elements so that it's empty list now. Okay. Now, for example, you have a list. I want to copy these all elements to my some new variable. Then we can use the copy method. We can use the copy method. A dot. We can use the copy. Then we can do it, right? So here my question is, instead of copy, we can directly assign it, right?
Yeah, instead of copy, we can write 2 times of print A.
No, my question is that we can directly assign it, right? Instead of copy the elements from A and
Oh, yeah.
another variable, we can try to be copy, right? Okay, you can directly assign, right? Then what could be the difference between this one and this one?
So A doesn't change.
It doesn't change means what?
No. I mean, A is not assigned to B so that there won't be any extra space or something like that.
Not like this, okay? See, for example, when you're directly assigning the A, okay, this time the memory location of A could be the same, and memory location of A and memory location of B both are same when you're using the assignment operator. You can carefully observe here. Here the memory locations are same.
992, yeah.
ID is the function. With the help of the ID function, you can able to return the memory locations. But when I'm using the copy method, so here the memory location, A memory location, B memory location is different, but the data elements are same. If the data is same, but memory locations are different. But here, data and memory location both are same, which means that for the same memory location, we are pointing the A variable and we are pointing the B variable. Okay, but here for the two different memory location, we are holding the same data. That is the meaning of it. Okay. So when we are holding the data in such a way, if you are modifying one, if you are modifying the one, it doesn't affect for the another one. You're going to appending the 100 to my A. This time my B is not at all change because of both are different memory locations. My B is not at all change. Okay, but the same thing if I do at assignment operator, if you're modifying one, it can be affected for both. See, A also can be modified as well as B also can be modified. So I just want to copy only elements. In future, if I try to be modify the data, I don't want to be modify my original data. Okay, so that's a problem you're facing actually. For example, you have some data, you're assigning some particular thing, you are updated some data, okay, some new data you updated. By the time my existing data version 1 also can be updated. Okay.
Yeah, this is what happens for B is equals to A.
Yes. But I want to just copy duplicate, but I don't want to change my existing data. My existing data maybe I can use in my future. Okay, then the time we can go ahead with a dot copy or just copy method. Clear? Yep, you already know that the count method. Now let's go for understanding the extend method. So extend means already A having some elements and B may have some kind of elements are there. Now what I want to do, I would like to go for extending the A. I would like to go for extending A with elements of A and with elements of the B. Okay, so this time So A dot extend in the sense A can be extending with B elements as well. So that this is my A previous elements. So when I'm updating the A with my new elements of the B also. B having the 3 elements are there. This 3 element can be automatically added as elements to my existing A. Okay. So this 90 is the one element, 34 is one element, and 10 is one element. But we can use the append method, right? Same thing we can use append method with some new list. What is the difference? This time this 90, 34 and 10 combination of these 3 as one element of list. Still it's a group inside of it, okay, but it is individual elements. This is one element, this is one element, this is one element. These are the 3 different individual elements of my A. Okay, clear? Yep. If you're not getting at this point, you can raise your questions now.
So
Now,
can we do like A dot append of A again instead of B?
of course you can do, but you are not getting anything. Okay,
Okay.
so it's some list we are getting. Nice question, but I have never tried it. But this kind of thing we are getting. What exactly this one means it's just a list, it doesn't have any data. Okay, but it's some why it is showing me like a dots, I'm not sure, but that's not a good practice. Okay, now let's go for index. For example, I index is done, right? Index and count is already done, right? Let's go for insert. So here in between the 23 and 12, I just want to be add some element. I would like to insert one element. Say dot insert, we can provide it. So when you're inserting the one element, so make sure that which location you are going to be inserting. This is the 0 location, this
Index.
is the 1 location, this is 2 location. In the location of 3 is the 12 is there, but my new element, it could be the location of 3. In the location of 3 element, it could be changed as the location of 4, right? So that's the reason here we have to mention the index position, and then we can provide it, you can providing the value, then automatically the A can be updated. You can try to observe here. Initially 12 and 23 and 12, in between these two we are going to be inserting one element which could be the 34. Okay, clear? So this is the way insert can help you. Now pop and remove. So pop is a very important thing, it might help you a lot. So pop and append is quite opposite for that. Okay, for example, by the time of append, by the time of pop, by default it can be removing from the last element, from the last. Once if we remove the 12, we have only 12, 90, 23, 12 and 88. Again we can use the pop method, and it can be remove the 88. After 12 we have the last element is 88, right? Again 88 can be removed. Once 88 is also removed, we have only 4 elements are there. So this is the way we can able to pop the elements from the existing list. If you're not providing anything, by default it can be try to removing from the right to left. Okay, clear? Now same thing we can use the pop, but this time I can mention the index position. In the position of index 1 it's a 90, right? So this is the 90 can be removed. Once it is the 90 is removed, then 12, 23, 12, 18 and 12. So this is the 0 position. Now this is 1 position. Because of 1 position 90 is deleted, right? Once the 90 is deleted, the second position is becomes the first position. Okay, so 12, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4. So I want to remove the third position element. If I remove the third position element, it's 88 is removed. So that we have the 12, 23, 18. So now you remove the 88 as well. Then we have only 4 elements are there. This is the way you can able to remove the elements from the list with a specific location. If you're not providing the location, then default it can be removing from the last to first. Clear, right? Yep. Now let's go for, I have a method is remove method. So the remove method is, it's simply, you can just providing directly number. I want to remove the 90. Directly 90 can be removed. Okay, so we can try to print the A. I want to remove the 88. A dot remove, we can use it. Then 88 can be remove it. So after 88 is also removed, then we have only again 4 elements. Previous one you remove the elements with the based on the index positions. Now with the based on the values, we can able to remove with help of the remove method. Okay. Now here we have a reverse method. So when I'm using the reverse method, first elements becomes the last elements becomes the first elements. That's the way we can do the reverse. That's the way we can do the reverse. Okay. Now sort means arranging the data in ascending format. So this way you can do directly operations on the list data type. Sort, reverse, remove, and pop with a specific location, and pop from the last to right to left, and you can able to insert the one specific location element. We can insert in a specific location, and we can able to add the elements, and we can extending the existing list, and we can append it, we can copy, and we can clear, and this and count and index also possible in a list data type. Okay, clear, right?
I have one question. For remove option, remove. Yeah, for remove option, if we don't know what are the numbers available in the A, I mean like the index 1 is 90, but we don't know there is 90 in the index 1. So how can we remove without knowing the clear accurate data?
So repeat the question.
I mean, in A we have 90. We need to remove 90. That is okay if we know that we have 90. But if I don't know there is 90 in the index 1, and but I want to remove the index 1, how can it is possible?
For if you want to remove exactly index position 1, then we can use a pop off one, right?
I want to remove it, not to pop up.
Pop means what? Remove only. See, you
It's
remove.
showing up 90, but I want like, except 90, I want 12, 23, 12, 88, 12.
See, I'm not getting the question exactly. So here you said, one specific location element you want to remove it. For that one, we
Yes.
can use the pop method. Okay. So by the time you just mention the positional value, then it can be remove it. Pop means it's a indirectly remove only. By the time of
Yeah.
removing, it is returning. So that's a 12, 23 is there. 90 is removed, right?
Okay. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, 90 is there initially that you removed, right? So that it is showing me 5 elements.
Okay,
If you
got
don't
it.
know the what element we are going to be remove it, but you know the exactly positional thing, then we can use the pop. You know what exactly you want to remove it, then we can go for the remove.
Remove.
Okay.
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
So this kind of operations we can do on the list data type. Now we have the next thing is create a new Jupyter file. Okay, now we'll go for understanding the next data type from the string Python programming language. So it's a 10, 11, 19, 19, right? 2022. Now we are going to understanding the set data type. So set and the dictionary I can explain in one day in stuff different timings, different things. Okay, so that's what, guys. What we can do, we'll meet on Monday. Okay, let's stop the session. We'll meet on Monday and we'll discuss about set data type as well as dictionary also. Both are very similar, right? We will discuss in one day only. Okay, instead of in 2 different days. It will take
Okay.
half an hour per set and half an hour could be the dictionary, and we will finish it all data types. Okay.
Yeah.
Take care, guys. Bye. See you.
All right. Thank you.
You.